Hello, this is Lewis Adams. I'd like to talk today about spontaneous healing. Spontaneous healing is the ability to heal yourself without the intervention of medical science. Now, we do this all the time. You get a cut on your hand, maybe you get a cut while you're shaving, whether it's your face or your legs, depending on what it is that you're shaving. Our body knows how to fix that. It doesn't take very long before the wound closes up. It doesn't continue to bleed. It'll scab over, and then before you know it, you can't even tell where you cut yourself. The healing is complete. That's spontaneous healing. Well, why not have it happen when we have other major issues? Why not be able to have that healing process take place when we have more severe issues going on in our body? You know, if you've listened to Gregg Braden, he talks about doctors in the Orient who are practitioners in what they call medicineless hospitals. And in those medicineless hospitals, these doctors literally chant and have the intention that a person is healed without medical intervention. He, in fact, uses an example of a woman who had a tumor in her bladder. And in real time, and you can watch on the medical equipment that they have, this bladder tumor shrink in front of your eyes. As the doctors chant, "It is healed, it is healed, it is healed." And of course the patient has the same intention, otherwise she wouldn't be there. And within minutes, the tumor is gone, completely healed as a result of intention, as a result of spontaneous healing, as a result of choosing to be healed. Joe Dispenza also, in his own life, records that, you know, at the age of 23, he had an accident. He was in an Ironman event, and as he's going around a corner on a bicycle, an SUV hits him going about 55 miles an hour and just really does damage to his spine. And Joe Dispenza is given an alternative that he needs to have surgery within, and he needs to make a decision within 4 days. And that surgery is to put rods in his spine, because without the rods, there's the danger that the minute he stands up, he's going to create so much damage in his spine that he becomes paralyzed basically from the chest down. Joe Dispenza talks about really feeling that the only way out was to do it himself. And he chooses not to undergo the surgery that the doctors recommend, but instead decides to heal his own spine. And over a period of 8 to 10 weeks, he literally reconstructs his spine with his intent, with his conscious efforts, through meditation, knowing that the body's going to do some things anyway, knowing that the body is going to send calcium to the broken parts to try and mend the broken bone, and focuses on recreating his spine, and does so. 10 weeks later, he gets up and his spine is healed. He has literally reconstructed it to the point where he can work and function without the dangers associated with the possibility of severing his spinal cord, or at least creating some sort of paralysis. And he indicates that even 20 years later, he still has no real residual pain. He's pain-free as a result of that spontaneous healing. And so he has made his life mission to talk a little bit about the power of the mind, and how the power of the mind can heal our not only our physical issues, but perhaps our emotional issues as well. You know, there are times when there are a number of us who hold on to victimhood, things that perhaps happened in our childhood, and because of a marriage breakup, we want to blame everyone else. And because of that blame, and because of being a victim, we hold on to a lot of stress and a lot of pain, a lot of emotional trauma. And that trauma then manifests itself in diseases. Diseases that affect our bowels, diseases that affect our heart. And if we could just realize that we have the ability to heal ourselves through that intention, that meditation, that conscious effort. You know, our body knew how to create itself when we were born. The manifestation that we are currently in was a creation, the result of which, although a miraculous event in our life, literally created our brain, our stomach, our heart, our entire physical self. Does it still not know how to do that in a healing way? It seems logical to me, at least, that if our body knew how to create this manifestation that we have, that we reside in at the present time, then it also knows how to fix and repair some of the damage that perhaps we've done to our bodies. All we have to do is focus. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but I do believe it's possible. And because it's possible, then I believe that if we will work at changing what it is that we desire in our life and the things that we do focus on, and through meditation, through intention, through conscious effort, every one of us has the same opportunity and the same ability that this woman in the Orient at this medicineless hospital had, the ability to literally eradicate a cancerous tumor. We have the same ability as Joe Dispensa to recreate things in our life, or perhaps to heal our body in such a way to where we no longer have these physical ailments. He was able to recreate his spine and do it in such a way to where he no longer had the danger of paralysis and no further pain. How many of us have back pain and complain about back pain? Through that same process, we can rid ourselves of so many things. We don't have to live with these things. We choose to, but we don't have to. Through this spontaneous healing, we can regenerate ourselves. We can regenerate those things that are injurious to us, whether they be physical or emotional or mental. It really is up to us. It is a choice. It is something we have to choose to do if we want to heal ourselves. My encouragement is that you look more into this spontaneous healing, that you learn to meditate, that you learn to do those things that might allow us to move forward in our lives. I know in my own life, I've had the opportunity to have some radical changes as a result of just come to the realization that I am responsible for everything in my life, and being accountable for those things has allowed me to change my own perspective and my own health, my own mental health. That's my share today. Thank you so very much for listening. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to our channel. If you like what you're hearing, we would appreciate it if you would make comments below and share your thoughts. Thank you so very much.